It's Lighthouse Angel. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. I went ahead and already got the overall energy for the reading. It looks pretty good so far. So, on this channel, we focus on taking you from zero to hero in your own life, giving you the tools and information you need to grow and expand and become the best version of yourself, okay? And always, always, always keeping the divine number one. So I'm going to try to make this shorter than my previous reads. That's my goal today. So hopefully I can do that for you. So the first card we have is Fork in the Road. Okay, it's number 13 or number 4. You could be at a fork in the road of wondering what decision you need to go or what direction you need to go, right? Because we also got, what do you need to release? So there's like, maybe you're in the fork of the road as like what you need to release here. Okay? And if this is your story, then you need to go to the divine and ask for guidance, ask for signs, ask for clarity on what you need to release here. Okay? And then we got blessed. I feel like you're going to get blessed here, but there's something that you need to release, let go of. This may be a hard decision for you, you know, as to like, maybe you have 2 things going on or multiple passion projects or jobs, and you're just like, I don't know what direction, right? There's something you need to release because your blessings are coming in. Number 22 could be significant, or number 4, because it says your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So whatever you're working really hard on, or, and like I said, maybe you've been working hard on a couple of different things, right? But you're going to get blessed here, but there's something that you need to release. In order, I feel like you need to release something in order to get this blessing. And then we have number 21 or number 3. It says magical crystal cave. Switch on your inner light. Bring forward your gifts. You could be a light worker. I'm getting that. Yeah, maybe you need to bring forth some of your spiritual gifts, or you just brought those to light. That's what I'm hearing. Like you just brought them to light. And there's this key here. It's really sticking out. It's like you have you have spiritual gifts, right? And one of them is the key to something. That's what I'm getting. You are the key to bringing forward this gift. Okay? But it's like there's something you need to release here. And then it says enlightenment, number 43. Number 7 could be significant. It says, look from the higher perspective. See the divine in everyone. Yeah, I feel like you do see the higher perspective. You know, this woman is like, she's like above the clouds here. I mean, I feel like you're being blessed because you have this higher perspective, right? And you carry these gifts, right? You know, the divine may just now be showing you your gifts. Especially if you're like a light worker here. And you know, the light's shining on this unicorn. It's like the divine is shining his light on you, showing that you are the key to this blessing. because you see a higher perspective. I'm hearing you're the blessing. That's what I'm hearing. You're the blessing here. But there's like something that you need to release. Okay? And, if you're wondering, like, well, you have all these options here, all these arrows pointing, right? Maybe you feel like you're tugged in a bunch of different ways and it's draining you. That could be your story. If that is, well, that's your answer, because whatever is draining you is what you need to release. Because it's not, if you're on your path, on your purpose, it should be filling you up. It should be energizing you. It should be pushing you forward, not draining you. Okay? And I feel like you have been enlightened by your gifts, right? That you hold the key to something being successful. That's what I'm hearing. Because you walk in the light. And like I said, you could be a light worker, right? So it's like you have all these gifts, right? And you're bringing them forward. And the divine is showing you to the world that you hold the key to these gifts, right? And if you, I feel like that's what the divine's doing. They're switching on your inner light. Okay? And this might be a part of, what you're going through on your ascension process here. But we're going to get more information from the Lighthouse box. I'm hearing that you are the bright light here. That's why you're going to be blessed, right? Your hard work is paying off, but there's something here that you need to release. Okay? And it's something that's pushing, I'm really getting like pulling you in different directions here. Because all these different arrows pointing all over here. It says, he who is brave is free. Yeah. When you release this thing, you're going to feel free. Okay? So, whatever you're being guided to release, right, it's going to bring you your freedom here. Because I feel like it's draining you from, being on this enlightened path here. Like you're being pulled in all these different directions over here. And over here you're standing in the light. You're being blessed for some kind of hard work that you did or are doing. But it's like there's too much going on. There's something here that's draining you. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:6. Yeah. You just need, like I was saying, you need to go to the divine and trust his guidance. Trust where he's taking you, right? And if things start falling away, right? If the divine starts releasing you from being pulled in all these directions, like all of a sudden you start noticing things falling off or falling out of your life, or it's just the divine clearing a path. That's what I'm hearing. He's clearing a path. Okay. It says, I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help, I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on, help come? My help comes from the Lord, and who made heaven and earth. Psalm 121, 1 through 2. I lift my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Yeah, God is guiding you here. You look to him for guidance. And he's guiding you on this path. So continue on that path because it's leading to your blessings here. Every day is a fresh start. Okay? What I'm also getting with this every day is a fresh start. It's like you need to get rest. You need to wake up feeling energized and fresh. You may be exhausted. You may be, as you're walking in your power here with these gifts that the divine is now shining a light on, you could be exhausted. You need to replenish your energy. That came up in yesterday's reading, but that's what I'm really getting with that. I'm also hearing you're going to need it where you're going. You're going to need that energy where you're going. All the money in the world can't buy you back good health. Yeah. So it's like this is something you need to release so you can put that focus back on your health, right? Getting that good sleep, good routines, right? And the God's here wants you to trust in him because he's clearing a path and he's also guiding you here. All you need is love. Okay? Yeah, what I'm getting with this, it's like loving what you're doing. Like all you need is to love and have passion about what you're doing. Maybe you're someone who's like, I don't care about the money. I want to love what I'm doing. I want to be passionate about what I'm doing. And this over here is draining me. It's like it's pulling me in all these different directions. I have no time for myself. I'm like, I want to wake up and feel refreshed, right? I would like to have good health, but it's like this is just it's taking more than it's giving. That's what I'm hearing. It's taking more than it's giving. Okay? So, as the divine may release some of it, but you may also have to make those decisions to release it as well. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Isaiah 40:29. He gives strength to the weary and increase the power of the weak. Yeah. God is going to give you strength to get through this. I'm hearing to get to the other side. Okay, but there's something here that you need to release. We have letter J here. Now, take this how it resonates for you, but what just stuck out right away was a job. There's some kind of job that it's like it's depleting your health. It's like you don't love it anymore, right? Like you just need to release it, right? The passion, I'm hearing the passion is gone. And mostly because it's like pulling you in so many directions. It just keeps taking and taking and taking. It's like, I don't have any love for this no more. I have nothing left to give it. That's what I'm hearing. You are God's masterpiece. Ephesians 2:10. Yeah, that's why he's taking you over here. He's turning on your light, shining all your beautiful gifts. You have this special key here. I'm hearing it's a special gift, right? And he's enlightening you on this higher perspective, right? because you see the divine in everyone. That's what I'm hearing. But God sees you as a masterpiece here. It says, keep your face always toward the sunshine, and the shadows will fall behind you. Yeah. Keep looking towards the positive. And you know, it says you are, I feel like you are the sunshine. You are the sun. You are the sunshine. You bring the happiness, right? Which is why it's so important that you release this thing that's causing you to go in all these different directions, okay? You know, you can't even take care of yourself, right? And loving yourself and putting your health, it needs to be a top priority, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything, you know? Health is wealth here. It says, beautiful minds inspire others. Yeah, you have a beautiful mind to inspire something with your gifts here. That's why God has created you to be his masterpiece here. I feel like, you know, I keep going to this key that's up in this corner here. It's like, I don't think he's shown you everything yet. I think there's more to be revealed when it comes to your gifts. And you carry some kind of inner light here, you know, which is like the sun. Which is why your health is so important, right? You can't allow other situations like this dim that light, right? And God is guiding you here. It says the highest form of knowledge is empathy. The highest form of knowledge is empathy. I'm dealing with somebody who's an empath here, which is why you have you have this inner light that you carry. I mean, it's not the only reason, because this is a divine gift, but it's because you have a high level of empathy. You know, what I'm getting with this is that it said the highest in empathy are in yellow, okay? And this is also the sun. It's like you have a very, very high level of empathy, which is why you see the divine in everyone, okay? And because of that, it gives you like a beautiful mind and an absorbent amount of knowledge, okay, about others. Like you can see in others what other people can't see, okay, and that could be some of your gifts, your spiritual gifts here. I'm hearing your empathy is one of your gifts. Okay, and empathy is a gift, you know. You can feel things on a soul level, and you can read energy. You can, you know, you're able to read a room without anything being said. You can see into people, and in some cases, you can see into their soul. So it does come with a lot of power, right? But it's like the divine is ready to unlock the key to bring forth more gifts for you here. It says, but the Lord stood with me and strengthened me. 2 Timothy 4:17. Yeah, God is standing with you and in strengthening you, not just helping you release this, right? But helping you with your spiritual gifts. He's unlocking them here. Continue to walk continue to walk with him, right? Because, you are God's masterpiece here, okay? And he doesn't want you going in all these different directions here. It's like, and feeling completely depleted, right? Putting your health on the back burner for people who are just taking. They have nothing to give here. I'm hearing they don't value you. We also got forgive. Okay. Maybe this is something that in order to release this, you need to forgive. Like, forgive yourself for putting yourself in this situation. Forgiving yourself that you have to release something that was a big investment. And I feel like that's what Divine is saying. Forgive yourself for putting yourself in this position, okay? But you need to release it because you are my masterpiece. I'm guiding you here. I feel like this was something you created without divine guidance. And this is what God is creating through his guidance. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Okay? So release what is not replenishing you. That's not equal give and take. If somebody's, if these options or ideas or, people pulling on you, it's just depleting you. And it's taking your energy away from your purpose, right? Which God is guiding you on here. Because you are very spiritually gifted, but not, and also an extreme empath here. Okay, you have a beautiful mind to inspire. I feel I'm talking to someone who has a lot of ideas, right? And you're going to be blessed here. The divine is going to bless you. Okay? Just keep focusing on your path and be willing to release what's no longer serving you or holding you back from stepping in fully into your purpose. Okay? All right, so I'm going to get a card to close it up, but I wanted to try to make them short and sweet and kind of change it up a little bit. All right. What else? It says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Yeah. It's about walking in faith, not sight, right? Leaning your certainty on faith, right? Not by what you see. Okay? And then at the bottom of the deck we have, my fearless freedom lights up the world. Yeah. And it's like, it's this, what do you need to release? Whatever you need to release is going to bring in your freedom. Because, and I'm really getting, it's like, you are the light here. It's the unicorn. It's like the divine is shining. You are the bright light here. I'm hearing you bring the change. Which is why it's so important that you release something here. Okay? All right. All right. I will get one angel number and then we'll call it. I hope this has resonated. Okay. So we have number 24. And this says, I am generous. Okay, this could be the blessing that's coming in. It says, you have a heart of gold and are very skilled in maintaining balanced, stable relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones and are able to be the nurturer, the protector, and provider all at once. Yeah, somebody is going to be blessing you here. They see that your heart is gold. I'm also hearing your path is paved in gold and your hard work is paying off here. This blessing may be the thing that allows you to release this. Okay? And when that happens, don't second guess it, you know? And if, let's say this is like a business and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have passion for this thing anymore. I mean, it's like drained me dry of my passion, my energy, right? I mean, I've sacrificed myself into nothing. For what? And getting very little in return? It's like, don't, and if it's a business and you had to make a huge investment and you don't have passion in it, you need to release it and don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as, you know, you learned a lot about yourself in this journey. But you've evolved and grown and realizing that the divine has now put you on a different path here. Okay, a path of many gifts. That's what I'm hearing. A path of many gifts. Okay, and through this freedom, you're going to be able to light up the world. Maybe that's what's going to ignite this key here. It's like once you get this freedom, it's like your light just explodes. Your gifts could expand as well. This could be the very thing that's holding you back. Okay, so whenever this blessing comes in, okay, you need to, take action on what you need to release, okay? All right, that's the message I have for you today. I hope it's resonated. If not, check back tomorrow. I do daily readings Monday through Friday. But until then, I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.